Well, we get some briefly milder air today and tomorrow, but the big story is two systems headed our way within the next 36 hours. Winter storm watch posted for much of central and northern Minnesota. So we have a winter weather advisory in purple. This is for northeastern Minnesota for later today into tonight, but then a winter storm watch, that's this blue area, for much of central and northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, including parts of the metro, Ramsey, Anoka, and Washington County, included in that watch. We're going to be kind of right on the edge of this system, it looks like. Highs today will be warmer, 20s, even some low 30s out in western Minnesota. And tomorrow, look at this, above freezing. It's been a good 10 days since we've seen that. And that is going to factor into tomorrow's system in terms of precipitation type. It's going to be more complicated. So we have this clipper type system. This is what's creating the snow for mostly northern Minnesota today. We'll see a few snow showers out of this evening and overnight, I think, in the Twin Cities, but fairly minor accumulations out of that. That cold high from the weekend moving out. But lined up right behind this system is tomorrow's system already in the Pacific Northwest. And that one is going to be a little more complex, as we mentioned, because of the warmer air. So here's tonight's system. Snow shower for northern Minnesota. Again, a brief narrow band, kind of similar to like what we saw early this morning coming through probably in the evening, dusting to a coating of snowfall out of that. But most of the snowfall, 1 to 3 plus inches across much of northern, northeastern Minnesota. So we'll see maybe upwards of 4 to 5 inches for some spots on the North Shore, a little lake enhancement there. And then again, just a dusting or a coating here in the Twin Cities. But tomorrow is more complex. Lunchtime, probably starting as snow, but maybe some sleet and freezing rain. That's what all these colors are. Changing back to snow and then maybe back to rain or a wintry mix again. So that's going to affect our accumulations potentially. Now, some of the models are shifting south with that track again, and that will change the potential outcome of snowfall totals. So every mile is going to matter with this system. But this is a breakdown of one of the models as far as all the precip types. And you can see either way, the Twin Cities is in all 4 of these categories. So that's why it's not going to be just a slam dunk snowfall forecast. Ironic considering how cold we've been lately, but here's a look at some of the higher resolution models. Again, the heavier totals just to the north of the Twin Cities, but the European model, this is the evening run, has been starting to shift south. So this is yesterday morning's run, was largely north of the Twin Cities like most of the models, but it has started to show a shift here where some of the northern suburbs into western Wisconsin could get in on some of the higher totals. So that's something we're going to watch. The morning run right now as we speak is coming in and is continuing that shift with the Twin Cities on the edge of it. So it looks like heaviest totals I do think are still going to be just north of the Twin Cities, but we'll have to watch if that shifts a little further south. Right now, I would count on 1 to 3, but if you're in the North Metro, potential for several or more inches, and then a lot of wind. Now, this might be a little high. This is the high-resolution rapid refresh model, but it gives us 50 to 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts behind the system tomorrow. And then you can bet more cold air coming in. For the end of the week, we're going to be on the edge of some of the coldest air on the continent moving in. We might barely get above zero by Saturday. Friday night, near 10 below, 20s below zero in northwestern Minnesota. And then daytime highs Saturday. Good day to hunker down, stay inside, have a fire going, read a good book, because we're barely going to be above zero here. I think central and northwestern Minnesota stays below zero all day. That is a little unusual for the first half of December to see those kind of temperatures, but we are probably dealing with a colder than average December, potentially the coldest in 12 or more years. 26 today, though, a little break from that cold, some light snow showers potentially this evening, and then tomorrow is the main event for the Twin Cities. And again, it's probably going to be a mess. Wintry mix turning to snow, maybe back to a wintry mix, again, affecting the totals. That all wraps up, though, tomorrow night. Colder air moves in behind it. We could see another shot of snow Thursday. Models are trending further south and west, though, with that system. But we are going to get that cold for the end of the week. Single-digit highs and sub-zero nights yet again.